Well, this is a pretty special moment. ISIVUNGUVUNGU with Peter Muscutt. You've been reunited. It's been a long time, Peter. So you're pretty emotional.
Yeah, it was very emotional when I first saw him this morning. Actually, I had a tear in my eye again. We've missed him a lot. We're very proud of his accomplishments in South Africa, and even more proud of what he's done here since he's been in the States. That first up win was fantastic. As you can see, he's a very friendly chap. Loves the attention, and
he's missed you.
Proud of you.
Peter, remind us what he's achieved for you and your team back home.
Yeah, he's quite a low mileage horse. We had issues with him as a late 2-year-old and an early 3-year-old, but fortunately those are all behind him. He's just got better with age. He's a dual Group 1 winner in South Africa. Probably should have won 4. Just different circumstances prevented that, but he's got the heart of a lion, and he's gone to war for us on numerous occasions. His name says it all about him. ISIVUNGUVUNGU means storm in Zulu. And when he goes to races, that's what he does. He's a storm. And
he's a champion for you, and he always will be. But the journey to get to the Breeders' Cup, remind us how much of a adventure it is, but how much planning it involves.
Fortunately, they open up the route. They actually opened up the route just after he'd left for horses to travel internationally, but to Hollywood Bets and Owen Heifer and his team's credit, they put their money where their mouth was. Sent him over to the States. He had to spend 2 months quarantine doing basically nothing. So all his fitness levels and his residual fitness didn't happen while he was in quarantine. He could only walk for the 2 months that he was in quarantine. Obviously, Graham Motion and his team have done a wonderful job with him to get him back to where he is. For him to win first up after having not run since early January this year was a huge attribute to their skills and their attention to detail that they played with him. And just knowing him from an individual, he makes significant progress after his first up run. He looks great in himself. When I saw him working on the track this morning, he's great in his action, he's great in his attitude. He went and stood in the barriers like a little lamb, like a little professional he is. And I think he's all set for Saturday.
And tell me about the reaction back at home, how special and important this is for South African racing, for the world to see that South Africa can compete on the world stage and your horse is doing this.
Well, it's a huge attribute to the South African breeding industry just to get a horse to compete in the Breeders' Cup. I know his following at home is massive. Obviously, everyone is behind us, and it would mean the world to be able to see him perform with credibility on Saturday. If he were to win, I think the roof will come down in South Africa, but it would mean a huge amount to the South African breeding industry if he could be competitive on Saturday.
Yeah, and they've been through a lot, but there have been years and years where South Africa have always been at the top, and it's just having the opportunity to show it again and be given the doors that you need to be open. But you must be very proud that it is your horse that is flying the South African flag.
I couldn't be prouder if I could script it myself. He's been a very special part of our lives. Always will be, and he is my best.
Well, Peter, from everyone internationally, it's wonderful to see South Africa represented, and we'll be fighting, screaming there with you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.